Welcome back. We are grateful for your patience with us this morning. We've had a lot of technical difficulties, which is why you have not been able to see our guests, but we are going to move on with the two other Democratic candidates in the 20th Congressional District. We're going to be joined now on the phone by Phil Jackson, a retired Navy officer, a PhD from Lynn University, and Priscilla Taylor, who is a former state representative from Palm Beach County, ran for mayor in West Palm in 2019. Ms. Taylor, Dr. Jackson, are you with us?
Welcome aboard.
Yes, I am.
I'm here.
Welcome aboard. That's my line.
All right, well then, let's start with you. We have been, over the past couple of weeks, talking to all the candidates in the Democratic primary for District 20, and it's interesting to hear that the poll recently out just this week shows of the 11, there's 4 candidates in the double digits. I don't want to go through names, but they're all elected officials except for one who is the big money spender. You all with us today are not. So, Phil Jackson, how do you overcome that in the last couple of days by appealing to voters how you are different?
Well, right now I'm going door to door, canvassing the communities throughout Palm Beach County, and I'm later on today going to be down in Broward County. I'm also running a number of ads across the district, particularly focused at this time on the growing Hispanic community, which I think the other candidates have, for the most part, overlooked. I have stressed the importance of reforming immigration, and I've stressed the fact that I am a longtime friend of the Haitian and Cuban communities as well as the Israeli community. I think the door-to-door, meeting people at their homes, I think that's going to make a difference. We've also made a number of telephone calls, and I'm hoping that as the numbers come in tomorrow and after today and on Tuesday, that you'll see my numbers go up, as my approval ratings throughout the district has been fairly high, running at about 67% according to our assessments within my party.
Okay.
I mean, within my campaign.
Thanks, Priscilla Taylor. You were an office holder. Take that question. How have you told the voters of District 20 and all the issues that they care about, health care, climate change, social justice, what are you telling them sets you apart?
Well, my experience, I feel, sets me apart. Actually, I have represented much of this district and the most challenging part of this district. As a matter of fact, today in the Palm Beach Post, they covered the thing that we've talked about a lot, which is the burning over in the Glades area having a negative effect on the people there. And they quoted me as saying that the people in the Glades deserve to have the same safety measures in place as any place else in Palm Beach County. I have always reached out to all of the residents that I represent, and I take pride in that. As far as this particular race and as far as polling, I've never been a person who really put too much into polling, because we know that those numbers fluctuate and can change. But we have made a point of trying to reach the residents and the constituents via the telephone, via door-to-door, via advertising and mailings. And we will continue to do that. As you know, this district is the way that it is cut, it is very difficult, especially for someone in Palm Beach County, but there is still a possibility. And we are leaning on that possibility to be able to garner enough votes to put us in the congressional seat.
Yeah. Ms. Taylor, when you think about the towns of Belle Glade and South Bay, those residents, most of whom I guess, are poor. They suffer the effects of the burning of the sugar cane, which Big Sugar does after every crop. But does Congress have the power to stop that?
Well, actually, I think we could put more laws into place as far as to how to control the burning and to use green energy and give incentives to companies that will do that. The residents of Glades depend upon the sugar industry for jobs, and obviously there are other alternatives that can be used as far as the burning of the cane. And I am hopeful that Congress will take a look at that and try to give incentives to the sugar industries and other companies that's doing this, because it doesn't just happen here in Florida. Any place there's farming, this is something that happens. So I will be a proponent of trying to put in something different to help the residents of the Glades so that they won't have those health problems that some of them are saying they have now. It hasn't been proven, but we also know that if there's something different like that going on in the areas, and there are more people with asthma and other respiratory diseases, that it's possible that this is what's causing it.
Well, let's broaden out that healthcare issue. Phil Jackson, the congressman or woman for District 20 will not be in Congress until next January, will not be voting on this spending package, obviously. What would you do? What's your ideas for expanding Medicaid and expanding the ability for people in this district to have health insurance? 1 in 5, I believe, was the figure we had, don't have health insurance at all.
Yeah, I would first like to start with saying quality health care is a basic human right, and we have to expand health care to all by providing a public health care option. There is no reason that any American should face bankruptcy or have to agonize over how to pay for needed health care. And I am pleased to see that in what has passed so far in the Build Back Better plan is affordable health care. That is one of the things that they have held on to. They also made have agreed on some climate change measures, as well as child care and universal pre-K. As a college educator, I've worked with pre-K, and I'm pleased to see that child care, universal pre-K, is still in the package, because we know how important getting the child started early on is to their overall success in life. The child tax credit has been extended, and we've also going to fund affordable housing, it seems. But I'm still not giving up hope that we're going to see free college educations, particularly the first 2 years of college. You know, I'm a community college educator, have been a vice president, dean, and professor at the community college level, even though I have worked with K-12 in developing STEM programs through my own company, as well as an administrator at Illinois Central College and at Fayetteville Technical College, where I developed a STEM program for the middle school kids who were children of the parents who were off fighting our wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. We developed a STEM program over the summer for them.
Yeah,
and I'm still holding out hope for paid family leave as well.
Yeah, let me move on. Priscilla Taylor, ask you about immigration issues and Haiti. Haitians in many ways have been discriminated against. Here we just had on the Texas border 100,000 or so. Mainly Haitian migrants who are trying to get into this country. Where do you stand on the treatment of Haitian migrants, and how can they be treated better and more fairly?
Well, I tell you, when I saw that on television, I was totally disturbed, especially the gentleman on the horse, and even just the idea of that many people having to be in one area and what happened. But I support the TPS. To me, that is something that can be a temporary relief right now. But I also feel that the federal government needs to hire more judges, more people, in order to process
more immigration
Haitian
judges. Yeah.
Yeah, immigration judges. Yes. To process individuals so that they can at least go through the process and get with family members or others to be able to work. But we have to do something to have a pathway to citizenship, because what has happened in Haiti should not happen anyplace. I also support trying to stabilize Haiti as well. I know there are varying thoughts on this, but I do feel that the United States should send peacekeeping troops to Haiti to try to help them to rebuild and to stabilize the country, especially in view of the fact that their president was murdered. But we need to pay attention to Haiti. I have always said that, and I do feel that the TPS, more people working with them to get them through the process is crucial right now. And
Priscilla
this is
Taylor,
emergency issues.
Priscilla Taylor, former state representative, Phil Jackson, educator, Navy officer, thank you very much. Good luck with your campaigns.
Well,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
very
much.
much for the opportunity.